This is Gary Atencio with CNTV, and today we're in California. I'm here with agents from Coldwell Banker. This two for the price of one team. They've been helping their clients buy and sell homes as they focus their efforts on what they do best. I'm joined here with realtors Nancy, Colleen. Guys, thanks so much for joining us here today.
Thanks for having us.
I'm going to start off a little bit with Nancy. You were formerly educated at San Jose State University with a master's degree in education. In a prior chapter, really, your passion was teaching before you found your love of real estate. Share with me a little bit how this new chapter got started for you.
Well, it started a couple of years ago when I got married to Gil Soliz, and so my name changed from Nancy Bain to Nancy Soliz. And we were looking for a house in Santa Cruz, and I was kind of obsessively on Zillow and just very interested in the real estate market. And teaching was becoming more and more challenging with the pandemic and teaching from home, and it's just changed. And I just fell in love with real estate and started taking classes. And
here we are again today, fast forwarding. Excellent. Colleen, you were formerly educated at the University of California, Berkeley in political science and government. Really, for over 25 years as a real estate agent, you have represented the highest and best interest of your clients. Share with me how handing the keys or maybe delivering the highest equity to your clients has really been your passion for some time.
Thanks. So, as real estate agents, we have a fiduciary responsibility, which means we have to represent somebody else's interest and really put their needs and their wants first. And I actually enjoy that. I'm a very service-oriented person. I don't think you can sell anybody a $2 million anything, but you can help them understand the process and help them get the highest price for their home if they're sellers, or for buyers, helping them understand really what is the true condition of a home. And the feeling of the final step where you hand them the keys or see the check go into their account is just really a wonderful feeling.
Absolutely. What you folks do is you educate. You educate your clients, let them know exactly what they're walking into. They make the choice, and they're with the proper knowledge. Let's start off first of all. Colleen, as a recipient of Coldwell Banker's International President's Elite, over the years you have probably seen many changes in the industry. Do you enjoy sharing your wisdom with your peers as well as your clients?
Absolutely. I work with newer agents at times to help them get started and really put them in the right direction, because many agents who start a year later aren't in the business because it is challenging. And so having somebody, to guide you through that beginning phases is something I really enjoy doing, giving back.
That is interesting. Nancy, you have made California your home. Like you said, you traveled there, found it, and found love with it. What do you feel attracts home buyers to the state of California, specifically up and down the peninsula in the San Francisco Bay Area? What'd you say?
Well, just to be clear, I was born and raised here. I was born in Sacramento, but I was raised in Palo Alto. And I also raised my children in Palo Alto. And so I'm very familiar with the market here in Palo Alto. But what do I love about California? There's so many things. The beach. I love going to Santa Cruz, which is why, I do want to have a beach house someday. But there's Yosemite. I mean, we could do almost anything. We could go skiing in Tahoe. It's not that far. We could go to the beach. We could just go shopping in San Francisco, or go to San Jose and go out to a club or have dinner. I mean, there's so many things here in Silicon Valley in the San Francisco Bay Area that we love.
I mean, you're a native of California, so you love the state, but you found the new area there, like you say, a lot to do in that area. Colleen, for over a quarter of a century, you've continued to gain knowledge of the real estate market. Why do you feel real estate continues to be a preferred investment in anyone's portfolio?
Well, for two reasons. One, just the name real estate. It is a solid commodity that you own, and the values, particularly in this area, in the Bay Area, they just continue to rise. And it's your home. That's the second thing. It's not just an investment. It is where you come home to your family, where you gather, where you come to the end of the day and find some peace. And, that can be different for everybody. Some people want to go home to somewhere in the city. Others want to be out in the country, and some want to be in the suburbs. It's just really nice to help people find both a wonderful investment, which will help them grow equity in retirement, and also somewhere to call home.
And let's face it, real estate has much prettier curb appeal than a stock would ever have. I mean, that's why I love it. It's something you can really get emotionally involved with as well. Nancy, for first-time investors out there, or maybe even first-time home buyers, I mean, it's an exciting time, yet it can be frustrating. For those that are just starting to build up their investment, are you able to help them kind of navigate through that process?
Definitely. We just helped a first-time home buyer get into a home. And, first of all, it's important to be pre-qualified for a loan if you're, having to use a loan. Usually it's a partial down payment and a loan. Some people are all cash offers, but usually first-time home buyers, they need to get a loan because it's not like they're rolling over equity from a previous house. And so we help them navigate that process. We go over all the disclosures, make sure they understand what they're getting into, what needs to be fixed. For example, like we just sold an off-market property that needed a lot of work, and they knew full well what they were getting into. And so I think that's really important to have those disclosures explained completely and honestly and openly.
I know my son is buying his first home at the age of 20. I'm proud of him for doing that, and his realtor really helped him out, really show him the ropes there. Colleen, does your wealth of knowledge of local neighborhoods, schools, services, and even businesses save your client some time as well as footwork that maybe they would have to do on their own, would you say?
Absolutely. School districts are very important in this area. Nancy, with her background in teaching, understands how important it is to people be in the right school district. And, some of them want to be closer to shopping. We typically will go out and preview homes. We'll work with a buyer to define what is their criteria, what are their wants and needs. And then we'll do the footwork first, save them time and effort, and really narrow it down to those homes that will work for them. Another real big factor right now, of course, is insurance with the fire zones. And, we look at everything and make sure that buyers know exactly what it is that they need to in order to make that final decision. We guide, you decide. That's,
Absolutely. I mean, as a home buyer, we get emotional on the process. It takes a professional like you guys to make sure we stay on track, focus on what really will matter down the line as well. I think that's important. Nancy is a member of the Silicon Valley Association of Realtors, the National Association of Realtors, and California Association of Realtors. I mean, this really shows your level of commitment, educating yourself alongside your peers. Does this ongoing education, do you think that allows you to serve your clients much better?
Definitely. And I'm just going to add to that, I'm also a member of the MLS. And so we get updates and all kinds of statistics and information from being a member of the MLS. They'll send us like an AccuList video called Statistically Speaking, and it has all the latest stats and updates about what's going on in the market. And that's really important to go in knowledgeable about your market so that you can help your buyers and sellers.
I definitely agree with that. I tell all my viewers out there, folks, buying your own home is not a do-it-yourself process. Take the FSBO sign off your front yard. You're saving a few pennies and you're losing dollars. Just doesn't make sense to me. Colleen, your strong relationships through the years with other agents, professional tradespeople, title officers, stagers, you name it. Does this allow you to bring a full spectrum of real estate services to your clients? I mean, it seems like you've really streamlined the process through the years, would you say?
Yeah, it does. It takes a whole team of people, and that does include tradespeople. You need someone to be able to paint the house or do the floors. You need inspectors. And especially with a seller who's just feeling overwhelmed, to be able to give them peace of mind, to let them know that you are going to manage the entire process from start to finish, again, with them making decisions about what's to be done. But having this team approach allows it to happen efficiently, in a timely manner to get it on the market, but also you have a team of professionals that you have already know they're tried and true, they're going to do the job, that you can put your name on as well.
Yeah, and in this area, things go fast. I mean, you might have somebody with an all cash offer, and this house will sell in a few days or a week. I mean, it's crazy how fast some of these deals can go through.
As we all know, time is money. We don't have a lot of time. So a one-stop shop, being able to go to a professional like yourselves and give me some people that you've trusted and you've worked with before, I mean, it's definitely valuable. Nancy, as a former teacher, you enjoyed educating students. Does that passion still exist today as you now educate your clients really with advice on probably the biggest purchase or sale they're ever going to make in their lifetime, would you say?
Yes, definitely. And that's why I try to stay current and, updated with all the latest and greatest things that are going on in the market. And I love studying the MLS and seeing what's out there. I go on all the brokers' tours and, tour properties so that I know what's out there. So it's really important.
Yep, definitely ongoing education. Colleen, with many referrals over the years, obviously this is more than just selling houses to you. I mean, this is really about relationships. Do you enjoy getting to know your clients?
I enjoy getting to know my clients very much, and I keep in touch with many of them throughout the years. I've gone to birthday parties and housewarming parties with clients and, keep in touch. There is something about, you get really close to people for a short time and then it's over when the house sells. And so, making that effort to keep in touch with people is so rewarding. And it's nice when they come back to you for their next time or refer you to their friends and family. It's really rewarding.
Very cool to see referrals coming on to the next generation like that. They trusted you before, and that goes on. Colleen, because of successful relationships, clients have referred friends or relatives to you for an honest professional experience. Would you say it's an honor when a client places that kind of trust in you? And is that something you probably don't take lightly?
It's an amazing honor. And no, I do not take it lightly. When people trust you enough to say to their friends and family, this is who you should work with, you kind of just light up inside.
Let me ask you this. Obviously, this is the age of do-it-yourself. Obviously, we're all trying to fix something going on YouTube. We think we can jump on Zillow and somehow we're professionals. Share with me how this MLS and the power that it brings to you as a realtor can really benefit the client.
Well, that's a good question because actually we have access to properties that are not on Zillow or any of the other sites, Redfin. And so as realtors, we pay an MLS fee and have access to things that people don't see.
I mean, Colleen, let me ask you this. Being part of all those programs out there that a professional does that really bring something to the table that obviously people who are trying to do this on their own or whatnot, or maybe hiring a friend, does that really give quite a benefit to them?
Well, I happen to think so, yes. I think that having somebody who is a professional and networking with the right groups and has the experience behind them benefits a great deal. I more than once have said to buyers, don't write an offer on this house after reading through the reports, etc. I truly do believe that it's the best thing we can do is represent somebody else's interest. And I think that's a great value.
Yep, absolutely. Nancy, studying the MLS, being part of the MLS, going to brokers' tours, visiting nearby cities and areas, is this rewarding work for you to go above and beyond for your clients?
I absolutely love it. It's a very social job, Also, you set your own schedule. You don't have to get up at 6 a.m. every day. And I can work every day if I want, or I could take a few days off if I want. I mean, it's very flexible. I wish I had gotten into this earlier, to be honest.
Yeah, I would say it's a definite good fit for you. Obviously, something you enjoy doing. Colleen, be it mentoring, providing informative sessions with other professionals in the industry, is teaching home buyers and sellers how to navigate the Bay Area, what really gets you up every day. I mean, are you good at what you do because you love what you do?
I think so, yes. I've had other jobs in my past as well, but nothing has ever felt quite as natural and at home to me as being a real estate agent and helping people realize those dreams. It's a very rewarding job, both, work-wise and also just a personal feeling of doing what I'd like to be doing.
I've sat down with many realtors. I know it's a challenging job, but yet at the same time, they love handing those keys over. They love basically getting that equity for people out there. Viewers, let's take a look at the bottom of the screen right there. What you're going to see is their contact information right there. You can also check them out on LinkedIn. They've got a social media page where you can follow them. So obviously reach out today. I mean, this is a 2 for the price of 1 team, really, where their focus is on you and their efforts on what they do best. This is Gary Atencio with CNTV, and if you don't know, now you know.